Academy.
I know you want it, you looking for it. I know who got it. She talk about it in every EP, you don't nobody else be on what she be on. This is LOL with QuiQui Symone. Life out loud.
Welcome. This is your girl, QuiQui Symone. I am here in the building. Yeah. And I got a co-host with me, the one and only, the handsome, debonair, General King. I just don't even know what to say about this dude right here. Like,
what else?
He is so anointed.
And annoying.
And annoying too. And
what
annoying. Oh my gosh. But anywho, y'all, welcome to Life Out Loud with QuiQui Symone and
friends. It's supposed to be friends, you know what I'm saying? But you know.
I have a friend, a special friend here in the building with me today. And that is my husband, King Alico. Introduce yourself to the people.
You just did, baby. King Alico, man, a.k.a. King Alico.
That's what's up. So
let's get into it, man.
What I want to do today is I really want to introduce to people what's going to be happening in the next couple of episodes of Life Out Loud with QuiQui Symone. We are going to be talking about raw, uncut, no filter, the pink elephant. You want to explain the pink elephant?
The pink elephant, man, just the things in the room that nobody wants to address. You got topics and you got things. People like, okay, we could talk about this. That's kind of, but that let's just leave that alone. We ain't gonna touch on that.
Yeah, so we want to talk about that
elephant, man. We want to address the things because you never know how many people are struggling and dealing with this pink elephant behind closed doors.
True.
And just waiting for somebody to talk about the topic or somebody to point it out and to be able to help them in some aspect, or just to even be able to open up to people about certain things,
That's true.
That's the pink elephant.
That's the pink elephant. So there you have it, y'all. That's the pink elephant. So today, the pink elephant in the room, we're going to talk about something that is really very, very sensitive for a lot of people, especially behind closed doors. I know that it has been sensitive for me at one point in my life, and I'm just really thankful that God has allowed me to be able to talk about my testimony and share my story. So y'all gonna get a little bit of that in my story. But first, I want to ask you, babe, or should I call you babe, or should I call you King Alico? Here on the podcast.
Call me whatever you like.
Whatever you like. Babe, so let me ask you this. Do you remember, I know because you do music, you do old school stuff. You used to listen to R&B and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there were songs like, do you remember who Moke and Steph was?
Oh, no.
Moke and Steph,
Michael Jackson.
Anywho, you remember the song, He's Mine? He's mine, you may have had him once, but I got him all the time.
He's mine, Billie Jean.
Whatever. What about Escape, My Little Secret? You don't remember that?
He's mine. Yeah, I remember that.
Now he remembers y'all. Oh my gosh.
I know a little bit about Escape.
What about Creep? TLC.
So of course.
What about OPP? Naughty by Nature.
Come on, huh? See, you going up. You going up into my.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Kanye West.
Come on, now.
The Blame Game with John Legend.
Do. I'm in love, like you want me to.
Pleasure P.
Come on, man.
Boyfriend number 2.
I know about all that.
Oh, you know about all that.
I see what you getting at.
Oh, you see what I'm getting?
As you naming the songs, it's clicking. It's registering.
It's clicking to you?
Yeah, so it's a chain reaction of like the second person, or the he's mine, you may have had him once, but I got him all the time. Dealing with somebody else, significant other, Pleasure P, boyfriend number 2. I know you got a boyfriend, I know you got a man, but I'm hitting on the side. So I'm number 2. Okay.
So what we're going to talk about today, we're going to talk about being the other man or the other woman. That is our pink elephant of the day. And so that really has been, and that is an issue, and it still continues to be an issue within, honestly to say, within the body of Christ, not just out in the world. And so I bring up all these songs because from a young age, we've listened to all these songs. They've been in our head. We've played them over and over in our minds. And then you just don't know how that really affects you. And you may not have realized it. But what I want to talk about is being the other woman. So first things first, let me ask you this, babe. Have you ever been the other man before? Like somebody else had somebody and then you ended up being that other dude on the side. Okay, but the people can't hear you shaking your head.
Definitely. No, I was just, I had to process. It had to process first. I've definitely been the other guy.
Oh, you have been?
Definitely.
How did that feel?
It
like, did you know that you were the other person?
It didn't bother me. Like, in my situation now, this is from past, you know what I'm saying, my past life or whatever, BC, you know what I'm saying, before Christ. Dealing with women and stuff and knowing that they got significant others or whatever, they know they have significant others, but, you know, it's like, okay, she don't care. She trying to holler at me.
Right.
So it's like, you know what I'm saying?
You're in a situation
it still
like
don't make it right.
Said, right.
It still don't make it right, but you know, that was my situation being on the other side. I wasn't trying to, because now it's a difference when you're, and it's neither perspective is right. But it's one thing when you're with somebody that has somebody and you're trying to fill in or you're trying to knock that person out the box.
Okay.
That wasn't my situation. My thing was we got together, had our sex. It was just sexual relations.
Okay.
That was pretty much it. It wasn't no we finna be together.
It wasn't an emotional attachment.
Nah.
Okay, gotcha.
That, so
but
for in my situation, I didn't feel bad, to answer your question.
Okay,
at that time of my life.
So you didn't feel bad at that time. So next question, real quick. How did you become the other person? Were you just like the person that you just was out in the club and you just wanted to hit, you just want to smash and then call it a day and then found out later, hey, oh, this person got a dude? Or like, how did you become that other person? And once you found out, like, were you straight with just being that side dude, I guess, you know, just calling her whenever you want to smash?
Honestly, I was pretty comfortable. It was always, like I say, I've been doing music for a long time, so it was, you know, being in the club, or not even necessarily being in the club, but just everybody coming from a small town, small surrounding counties, everybody know everybody type of situation. You know, I was popping, doing my thing musically. So I would meet people that I had never known that knew me. Or at least they felt like they knew me through my music. They knew me from that. And it would just be them type of situations. Some situations I would find out on the back end that a person got a significant other. And, you know, some situations I didn't know that they had. You know what I'm saying? I knew off the rip that they had a significant other. But, you know, I would just try to, hey, look, this is what it is. I'm trying to, you know, I ain't trying to be out here beefing with nobody. I ain't trying to be nobody's boyfriend up, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be getting no shootout with none of these folks.
Okay.
I mean, you know, I got a little something. But, you know, I ain't trying to, then you might have a gangster. You might have a dope dealer boyfriend.
Right.
But you know he out here.
Right.
Because he that dude and he out here sleeping with who all of them. And then you just saying, okay, well, I'm finna do my thing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So them type of situations, it's just like, look, hey, let's just get some stuff established. Woo, because I ain't trying to, you know, and if I felt like, you know, we had boundaries set and it's established and this is what it is, then I went forth with it.
Okay, so I could say definitely for myself, like I have been the other woman before. That's actually happened to me a few times. And the first couple of times, well, actually really all of them, I didn't know that the individuals were married. So first of all, how it came to me with these these dudes all the same way. Dudes are presenting themselves to be a single dude, presenting themselves like, hey, like I got you, whatever you need, you know. And then after a certain time, you feel in, or you just feel like, oh, he really like me. Like this dude really want to be with me. You start developing feelings and stuff of that nature. And then you find out that you are the other woman. And I can definitely say, and this is not, it's not the same as yours, babe. One being before, well, I guess I would consider all after Christ, but I just wasn't walking it out. I wasn't walking out my purpose. But the first time it happened, like definitely as soon as I found out dude was married, I was like, hey, I'm out. Like I went to his house and saw him and his family on a picture.
Portrait.
Yeah, the family portrait sitting there, and dude like didn't have no kind of remorse. It was just this what it is. And as soon as I found out, I was like, oh, I'm out. So deuces. But I was only like 19 then. I was like 19 then. So that was pretty young for a young girl. But, you know, I had my feelings hurt. And then later on down the road in life, after I had been in church and all this stuff and going to church all the time, doing all kind of stuff, serving, let's just be clear, serving, because this does happen in the church, in the body of Christ. I'm just being honest. After serving and doing all kind of stuff, and then came upon another individual who presented to me as if he were not married. And I didn't happen to see that this dude was married until I seen his wife post on Facebook. And I was like, wait a minute, dude, you married? And he was like, oh, yeah.
That?
Oh, right. Oh, that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I mean,
now this is after, you know, a couple of months or whatever, of, you know, being on the phone with somebody, talking to them all the time, 24/7, and then finding out that they're married. And then you're just like, wow, like, how did that happen? But at this point, I grew feelings, like enough feelings to be like, you told me, okay, yeah, I'm married, but she, you know, we on the brink of a divorce, and, you know, she don't take care of my kids. She don't love my kids. And, you know, I don't want to be with nobody like that. And I'm leaving, blah, blah. And so what did I do? I believed him. Like what a lot of women do. When you're fed something, and you can hear all through over and over, like, he's not, you know, if he's married, he's never going to leave his wife. Well, you're not thinking that when you're in the middle of that situation. Right. You're thinking, I'm believing what this dude is telling me. And so I ended up talking to this dude for a while, and then come to find out, like, dude never had any plans on leaving his wife whatsoever. And I was hurt, like for real hurt. Now, did I have a right to be hurt? In all honesty, some people would be like you was talking to a married dude. So no, you don't have that right, period. And even some people who may be watching or listening might even be like, hey, as soon as I find out he married, it's over. Well, you never know. I'm just putting it out there. You never know what you will do until you are in a situation.
Facts.
Like, never say what you will or will not do until you are actually in that situation.
Them facts, though, for real.
Now, I know for real, will be like, oh, you know, I know what God says. It's what the word of God says. But let's just be honest. All of us ain't always following everything that God is telling us to do at all times, especially if we're not really walking.
In the heat of the moment of a situation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
you
difficult.
You gotta have some type of relationship with God.
Yeah.
To be able to snap back in the heat of certain situations.
Right.
In the heat of certain moments.
Right.
Of certain things. You know what I'm saying? It take the sustaining power of God alone to.
Yes, to bring you back to be like, oh my goodness, I've been hurt. So with that said, I know that that's something that people are like, oh my gosh, QuiQui did that. Yes, she did. I'm being honest, being 100. But
hey, the pink elephant, man.
The pink elephant. But what I want to encourage you guys to do is, and I'll tell you when we come back from listening to these songs.
So what we got up first? We gonna jump into some music right quick. You feel me? We got two brothers in Christ that I really, really rock with. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. We
That's
got
right.
Brian Trejo up first with
Kingdom Men.
And then we got New Money, New Type of Money.
We're standing on a promise.
You did, man. Y'all stay tuned. We'll be right back, man.
A kingdom man should be the heroes of the house. The first to say, ain't no evil in my house. See, as for me and mine, we gon' serve the Lord. That's right. Hey, as for me and mine, we trust in His word. Faithful to our wives, and grateful for our lives. Determined though to walk this narrow road. They say, where did all the good men go? But through Jesus Christ is how a good man grows. Hey, Monica, you're beautiful, hey, just the way you are. You more beautiful when you don't know you are. How you wake up in the morning with no makeup on your face, and you push me off the bed with both your legs cause you need space. Hogging all the covers when we cuddle up. Everybody like when mama wanna cuddle up. Everybody snuggle up, kids all in the bed with us. Man, why they act like they don't got their own? Hope they don't think it's gonna be like this when they butts are grown. But these are little things that make our house a happy home. And these are little things that really make our family strong. You should see the way they smile when they know dad at home. Forgive me for the times I didn't treat you right. Forgive me for the times I didn't lead you right. There were times we almost gave up on our marriage. Too scared to share what we felt cause we felt like we'd be embarrassed. I stand before you with these open flaws. Only Christ can fix these broken walls. Bridges I burned that I thought I'd never walk across. But God restored it all. I found forgiveness at the cross. Kingdom men should be the heroes of the house.
Give me the kick, hi-hat, and the snare. Let me put you up on something that is certainly rare. Beatboxing on the microphone like Dougie in here. Slick telling stories like Rick, Eric B, and Rakim. They say rappers sounding the same, and me they try to compare. But when you stand true to you, it's hard to notice or care. And when the Lord elevates you this high up in the air, it's hard to hear all the commotion cause your focus ain't there. And I know a lot of the talk is cause the coat that I wear. It has so many different colors, it provokes them to stare. I had a couple jealous brothers that was envying. Yeah, I never thought I'd be in a pit, but yet they threw me in there. Never envisioned this vision I had would put me through jail. On the way to my destiny, I literally went through hell. While I was down at the bottom, heard a voice of a male, and it told me to just trust in it and I would prevail. But even after that, it got tough, and after that, it got rough, and after that, it got better, and after then, I was like, what in the heaven? See, you thought that I was gonna cuss, and I actually wanted to while I was going through all this stuff. I'm supposed to be a chain man while I'm still dealing with this lust, and all the stuff I'm going through, I ain't know it was gonna be this much. I ain't know it was gonna cost this much. They told me salvation was free. Nobody mentioned the fee. The cost is I'm battling me. The enemy rattling me, and people keep challenging me. I look in the mirror, check my reflection, and happen to see a person that happens to be living and actually free. Looking at a person that I never imagined to be. How did this happen to me? I had imagined to be dead and gone a long time ago, but you actually seen something on the inside of me I couldn't fathom to see. Such a reckless driver till I got in the passenger seat. Now I just fasten my seat belt as I gradually see the Lord is my shepherd, but He want me to shepherd His sheep. Hold up, wait, you got the wrong guy, Lord. I'm comfortable, see, being an evangelist, but a pastor I don't want to be. I spit the gospel on beats, my congregation the streets. I make a lot of mistakes, Lord. Pick anybody but me. Man, I can never be what these people expect me to be. And if I'm living for you, why they won't accept me for me?
Ayy. In the words of my brother, New Money. Ayy.
New type of money.
New type of money. My bad. Thank you for the correction. Cause if bruh hear me say new, he gonna be like, nah, bruh. New type of money.
New type
you know
of money.
I mean? But yeah, man, that was Brian, my brother Brian Trejo, man, and my brother New Type of Money. Brian Trejo with Kingdom Men off of his new project, We Encourage Growth. And New Type of Money, that was actually an unreleased song. So man, you know.
Y'all got it for the free.
For the free. Y'all heard it here first.
Well, y'all got a part of the song.
I like that. Y'all heard it here first.
Exclusive.
Whoa. All right, let's get back into it.
We about to get back into it. Thank y'all for sticking in with us. We are having a great time, husband and wife, and are definitely, we've been growing together, and these are some of the things that you get to hear us talk about that is like pillow talk sometimes, but now it's coming out just to be released because we know that people will be encouraged from it, not just to get the tea, but really to be encouraged from what's going on and what you might be dealing with, or
we
know
encourage
someone.
growth, baby.
We encourage growth. So definitely, okay, so I know before the songs came on, I said I wanted to encourage you guys. But before I do that, I want to ask, babe, let me just ask you this. What are some signs of being the other person? How do you know that you are the other person? Is there something that kind of says, you know what? This person, I'm not really getting their full attention. Like, am I the other person?
Now, see, that's definitely a totally different perspective from what we talked about earlier. You know, in my position, being the other person and knowing it. Like, all of my situations, I pretty much knew it. Like I say, I had a few situations where I didn't know right off top, but it wasn't long before it came out just because of the lifestyle that me and the other people was living. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
On this side of things, it could be a little different, or especially when a person is actually married. It could be a little different. I mean,
do you think that you, now I know I said before we went into the songs that you just never know what you would do if you were in a position, but those relationships that you were in, had you not known, do you think that there was a way that you could have been able to tell that you were the other person, or was your lifestyle just so out there?
My lifestyle was really out there.
Okay, gotcha.
But the thing of it is, if you're pursuing an individual, now this is a whole different realm. If you're pursuing an individual, you like this individual, you admire this individual, you thinking about, you know, hey, I want to start a future with this individual.
Right.
And, you know, y'all dating and stuff, per se, like you say in your situation. You know what I'm saying? Y'all was pretty much dating. Y'all was having phone conversations. All of this stuff was going on, and you never knew that he had a significant other.
Right.
He was giving you time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? How he was finding his time, who knows?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Whether their situation was just so bad that he could just do whatever he want to, or whether he was sneaking off.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To be away, lying to her, saying he got to do this and that, and he leaving the house and just to talk to you, or whatever the case may be. That's a whole different story.
Right.
So, I mean, when you interested, it depends on the level of where y'all at. If y'all saying, hey, we talking and we trying to see, it depends on where y'all at. It depends on how far
you are in the relationship.
Into the relationship. It depends on what the rules are, what
expectations y'all have
right
between one another. And okay, so I get that. I'm just thinking more so of the individual who's just like, hey, I want to be in a relationship with somebody. Then I started talking to this dude, and then I would say that literally when someone starts talking to you a whole lot, and then all of a sudden, like, the time drops, like you're not able to get those morning text messages, or you're not getting those morning phone calls, or holidays come. And
I could just go ahead and tell you, okay, one reason why you can get all of the attention that draws you in, and that might make you feel like this person really is for you or really like you. A lot of times people on the sexual side of things, as a dude, I've done it. I've gave my time to people that I wanted to be, you know what I'm saying?
Intimate with. Right.
So you're going to shoot your best shot. You're going to do everything that they want you to do.
Right.
And once you get what you want, then, you know, most men in that state of mind is on to the next. Not saying that you're not going to deal with that person anymore, but now this, okay, I've accomplished this.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like a man going out scouting, and he for armies going to war back in the day. You know, when they conquer the land, they hit it with the little flag.
Right.
And now they ain't just staying there. You know what I'm saying? They on to the next one. You know what I'm saying? And I believe that that's one of the reasons why, you know, the time decreases and stuff like that if you get that initially up front.
Right. So, like, I could say for my last, for the last time that it happened was literally like, I thought that I was getting the time. I thought that I was still getting all of that. None of that changed for me. But I had people that were around me that was just like, this dude ain't legit. Like, he ain't, he ain't on the up and up. And they would ask me questions that would be uncomfortable to me, and just the fact that they were uncomfortable to me really should have been my indication that I needed to leave anyway, because I was always making excuses. But just having the right people,
you wanted
right?
What you wanted,
right? I wanted to be in a relationship that I thought was going to happen and that he was going to be all mine, but never thought that at one point in time, like, I could be the woman where he's just like, hey, I ain't messing with you no more. Like, I'm just not gonna be with you. And so literally, like, I think that having a solid foundation around you, a good inner circle that can see what you can't see, can definitely help you in regards to being able to see, hey, you might not be the only person that this person is dating, just based off of how they're talking, the stuff they say, the stuff that they're not saying. And you really, in these days, you have to be intentional about who you're dating, because you don't know if you're dating someone and they got an ex that's, that's tripping, that really want them back, or you could be dating someone that they only have one motive, like you said, the one motive in regards to getting, sex or whatever. And this goes for, it's not just, women being cheated on. This is for men being cheated on as well.
So if I can interject right there, that's what I was going to say, definitely for the sake of time, let's get into being on the other side of things. If you've ever been on the other side of things, I've definitely been on the other side, being in a relationship, fresh out of high school, my high school sweetheart or whatever. We had been dating for some years and graduate, and it's like, man, so I get out of school, I get a good job at Target Distribution Center, one of the best jobs in our area back in South Georgia, and I'm just like, man, let's do it, let's get married, let's tie the knot, let's do this thing right. And I guess like all of the stuff from the past that I did came to bite me in the butt. But I find out that she's been dealing with another dude. So for me, it was more difficult because she would talk to this guy in front of me on the phone. He would call her.
Wow.
She would talk to him in front of me on the phone and always tell me like, yeah, he like my sister. You know
ain't had no clue? That wasn't even clue?
I was feeling some type of way about it, but I trusted her. I trusted what she said. She's
okay.
like, oh yeah, he like my sister, so he always calls me to talk to me about my sister. But I still had something just wasn't right. It just wasn't right. And I was just like, man, it was crazy. Come to find out, her and the dude messing around. It was crazy because the dude he was in the service. He came in, I recorded him, and he left from my studio and went to
sleep with your girl,
ABAC, which is the college that she was attending in the next county over, and slept with my girl after he left my studio.
Wow. Yeah, now that had to hurt, like, really bad.
It was all
what?
It was all fun and games. It was all fun and games when I was out doing my thing and just, whatever. But on the flip side, man, I was ready to kill her. I was ready to kill him. I'm talking about, man, if I could have I'm glad that I didn't make it to Tifton that night, because had I been able to make it to Tifton that night, only God knows what would have happened. That's for real, for real.
No,
so
I understand.
That's me being on the other side. So it's cool now. So for the people that's on the other side of things that might hear this, now we ain't coming at your head or nothing like that. Hey, you gotta live your life. We don't encourage that.
We're not promoting it.
We're not promoting it by no means.
None.
We're shedding light on it, on the situation, what it feels like to be on both sides. But you doing your thing, whatever, but you ever, you know what I'm saying, try to change your life and get things on the up and up, and not saying that it's gonna come back and happen to everybody, because that don't always play out like that for everybody.
Right,
but
right.
Man, just be mindful. I'm gonna just say, just be mindful of your lifestyle, how you living and how you moving, because it's definitely
just be mindful of the seeds that you sow. Like, just be mindful. You know, God is not a God. He's not going to be a tit for tat God. But just be mindful of the seeds that you sow. Whenever there's sowing, there's gonna be a harvest that reaps. So, you know, as you hear, you reap what you sow. So just be mindful of that. And yes, I too have been on that other side, but I think that'd be a whole nother topic for a whole nother day.
Definitely, because we definitely pushing it on time right now. So is there anything you want to say to kind of...
No, not really. I just want to encourage. I just want to encourage everybody. Make sure that you are mindful of the individuals that you are with, and build trust with everyone build trust with the individual that you want to be with, and make sure that they are on the up and up, and that they build trust and keep people around you to hold you and them accountable. So yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about or shed light upon today. So right now we have a very interesting, awesome, wonderful, and delightful man of God. His name is Chris Darnell. He has Vision Catchers.
Yeah.
He has created...
Vision Catchers fire too, man. I'm going to just be honest.
He's created some great stuff. The cartoons that you've seen, King Alico with the backpack, all of that is him. He has created all of that.
All of it. He drew me as a cartoon. He printed up the backpack with me on there
as the cartoon.
He do everything, man. He's crazy. He drew the whole God over, man. He draw everybody. So y'all just go make sure y'all follow
Vision Catchers.
Mm-hmm. And on all social media platforms is Vision Catchers. All spelled regular. Ain't no slang thrown in there, nothing like that. It's all Vision Catchers. So y'all make sure y'all check him out. Go support him. He's a good dude, good brother in Christ. And me and him got a banger.
Oh my gosh.
Called One Up.
One Up. Y'all got to hear this.
So
this is the song.
He is the artist spotlight for this episode. Chris Darnell featuring myself.
King Alico.
One Up. Y'all check it out.
Look, you know I'm in it for the one up. If I did it, then I did it for the one up. Yeah. From sundown to sun up. Yeah. You run up, get done up in the way of my one up. No stopping my one up. Yeah. Can't stop my one up. Can't block my come up. And you can't not when I'm up. They're like, oh. Tryna get my one up till I'm up one. Tryna stop my one up, I might have to up one. Sending prayers at your head, you can't duck none. Sending fire like a Mario, bustin' like I'm Doug Hunt. Oh. Can't stop my one up. Can't block my come up. And you can't not when I'm up. They're like, oh. Hey, if you ain't on my team playing with me, you should not be playing with me. Boy, I got a son of man with me. Even with podiums and kids, things you still can't stand with me. Oh. How you thinking that I'm KB and you saying cause the day ain't your day? Not no way. You still want these problems? Weak voice. Okay. How you figure that you done figure me out and that you gon' get me up out of my element? What you trying irrelevant? Spent what I had on the truth, so I can't buy what you selling me. Honest by mind, the son-in-laws, no, I would not never be. Coming like yellow, be transformed. Of this world, I'm an alien without the ant form. But that one I know I don't play, make me bum. Everything have to ask Annie, is she okay? Annie, are you okay? You know I'm in it for the one up. If I did it, then I did it for the one up. Yeah. From sundown to sun up. Yeah. You run up, get done up in the way of my one up. No stopping my one up. Yeah. Can't stop my one up. Can't block my come up. And you can't not when I'm up. They're like, oh. Tryna get my one up till I'm up one. Tryna stop my one up, I might have to up one. Sending prayers at your head, you can't duck none. Sending fire like a Mario, bustin' like I'm Doug Hunt. Oh. Can't stop my one up. Can't block my come up. And you can't not when I'm up. They're like, oh.
Yeah, yes sir. I represent a king, ain't seen yet. They think I'm tripping, got a accent, what I lean at. Listen, this is not an act, bro, true enough. Yeah, I keep the ghost with me, so I'm booed up. Been through a couple storms, had to boot up. 6 coming tie like a kuna. Lights in the night, guess I'm a lunatic. I'm one up, always on the foolery. Said I'm on a mission, I'm elevating and all that. And I gotta get it, the negativity fall back. Even if I trip or snap back like ball caps. I was vigilant, just looking up for the small gaps. Man, that's what I be trying. Steady focus on the lamb and the lion. Satan be selling, but no, I'm not buying. And boy, he persistent getting me to buy in. I just know that I gotta get to you while I'm here. I promise to do what I gotta do. And if I trip and I fall, just know that I'm not done, bruh. I'ma get back up, cause I'm on the way to my one up.
You know I'm in it for the one up. If I did it, then I did it for the one up, yeah. From sundown to sun up, yeah. You run up, get done up in the way of my one up. No stopping my one up, yeah. Can't stop my one up, can't block my come up. And you can't not win them up, they're like, oh. Tryna get my one up till I'm up one. Tryna stop my one up, I might have to up one. Sending prayers at your head, you can't duck none. Sending fire like a Mario, bustin' like I'm Doug Hunt, oh. Can't stop my one up, can't block my come up. And you can't not win them up, they're like, oh.
Oh, that is my jam. That is my jam. Oh my gosh,
love that song, though.
I love that song.
That's definitely my wife. One of her favorite. I think that's her favorite verse. Favorite feature from me.
Yes, that is my all-time favorite feature of him. Like, it's just, yeah. Oh my gosh, like, yeah.
I have other thoughts.
Babe killed that. That was probably, is that like one of the, yeah, that was probably one of the features. Yeah, that's one of the top features. But definitely Chris Darnell, if you go to his social medias, I am Chris Darnell, or go to his website, IamChrisDarnell.com. You will be able to get that. I believe that's another exclusive. Honestly, that's another exclusive.
Actually ain't even dropped yet.
It's not even dropped yet.
Ain't even dropped yet. But when it do, go cop that.
Yeah, so it's gonna drop.
My wife say that's the hardest verse I ever did. Now I gotta top that.
Yeah, he gotta top that. And
I'm
he need to let me sing in the background.
I can come through Ryan with the top back.
Let me sing.
I'm done.
Woo woo. Anyways, thank y'all for joining us. Life Out Loud with QuiQui Symone and friend with my special co-host, the one and only, my lovely husband, King Alico. We'll see y'all next time.
And my beautiful wife,
yes,
QuiQui Symone, aka Queen Key.
What up? Okay, we'll see y'all next time.
We love y'all.
Love y'all.
God bless,
God
man.
bless y'all.
LOL with QuiQui Symone, y'all. Stay tuned. Woo, woo, woo.
Woo, woo.
Cook Up Academy.
I know you want it, you looking for it. I know who got it. She talk about it in every EP, leave you island. Don't nobody ever be on what she be on. This is LOL with QuiQui Symone. Life Out Loud. So can we please get a round of applause? You are not rocking with the best. Sit back and take notes. What you get drenched on the rainy days? But it's an app for that, like umbrella. Sit back and take quote. Wait, I'm in cover. She mashed potato, her toppings, and just like gravy on top of it. Every topping she cover. I mean, it's QuiQui Symone. So when QuiQui come on, you should listen. She different from any other. Ask Mike up, I bet he say it's not a nail nutter. Like what you need, I bet she got it for you. Check the catalog, like well, oh well. Whether it's Life Out Loud or you just need a laugh, it's LOL. Yeah, with QuiQui Symone. Please leave me alone when the show come on. Don't touch that dial, lower your tone. I know you want